I want to say a little bit about rat lungworm. This disease is in the news because it's recently been found in California, and it's not a place where this disease usually is found. So what is rat lungworm? So it's exactly that. It is a type of worm that lives in the lung of rats. That's the normal host. So what happens are that adults live in the lung of rats. They release eggs. The those larvae hatch inside the lungs. They get coughed up, swallowed by the rats, and then pooped out. Now they're in the ground, the soil. They get into other hosts, particularly snails. Other things can also serve as this kind of intermediate or special host where these things mature and basically go back into the rat and create that cycle over and over again. What happens is that humans can sometimes get into that cycle when they ingest maybe uncooked snails or slugs, or they eat leafy greens that are contaminated, and they can get this infection. And most people don't even have any symptoms. But the thing what makes rat lungworm dangerous in humans is that humans aren't rats. So the worm can't go through this life cycle between the lungs and being pooped out, and it can sometimes end up in the brain. And when it ends up in the brain, it can cause meningitis, a specific type of meningitis called eosinophilic meningitis, which can be severe. Any type of meningitis is really severe. And you can treat this with steroids, but it's something that we've seen occur when people ingest this contaminated snail or contaminated greenery that is in their food. And one of the things that's novel about what's happened in California is that they found it in a wallaby, and then they found it in some possums, and they found it in some rats. So it looks like it's established itself in California. And there have been cases in the United States before. Hawaii is one of the places that we've seen it before. Texas, Oklahoma, Georgia. California is kind of the farthest west that it's been. So it is something that likely is endemic there now. So now people have to keep an eye on what they're eating to make sure it's not contaminated by this parasite. It's probably been there for some time, and maybe this is the first time it's actually come to light. It's not something new, probably, or super new. It's probably something that was under recognized because people didn't actually look for it. But that's what rat lungworm is.